Welcome to another session in Microsoft Access Databases with Mr. TJ Zenda here, and today we are looking at the group by function in query design. We are looking at the group by function in Microsoft Access. I want you to know that this function, the group by function in Microsoft Access, it is a tool in summary queries that combines rows with the same values into single, unique summary groups. It is used alongside calculation choices like sum or count to turn long lists of detailed data into clean reports. Okay, so in this case, our query is going to be based on the volunteer data. So let's just open this table so that we just start the trend of data in this table. Okay, so we want to look at the shift amount and maybe the grade. Let's start with that. Okay, so I'm going to close this table, go to create, and then query design. Okay, the moment I open the query there in the query design, all the tables will appear here, and the table that I want, I will double click on it and it becomes active here. Okay, so I'm going to select the grade, okay, the grade and the shift amount. Okay, so we want to work with these two fields. Okay, so for me to apply the group by function, if I want you to check what is going to be added here. Remember, we have the field, table, sort, show, criteria, or there is something that is going to be added now the moment I'm going to click on totals. Okay, so I'm going to click on totals. I want you to check what is going to happen here. So I'm clicking on totals. So they've added the total group by. Okay, so I want us to group. We are grouping by grade. Okay, and if I go on this group by in our second field here, right, if I select what formula, what function do I want to apply, maybe I want to look at the average shift amount which was raised by these learners when they were attending their duties. Okay, so I'm going to click average. Okay, when I click average, then I run. Okay, so it is giving me average of the shift amount of all the grade 10 learners, of all the grade 11 learners, of all the grade 12 learners. Okay, so this is what I have. So maybe if you want to save this query, you can save this query, but we have got some few examples that we want to look at. So let's go back again and apply another example. Let's change here. Let's take another one. Maybe we want to look at the average in terms of age. Okay, and let's run the query. If I run the query, so you can see that all the learners with the age of 14, they have raised this much. All the learners with the age of 15 up to 21, these are their contributions. Remember, in the table there we have got massive amounts of data which include a lot of learners with the age of 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. So this is the summary and the average amount that they've contributed, that they've gained in their program. Okay, so this is how you are going to work with the group by function. Okay, let's go back to the design view. Okay, maybe in terms of the age, I want to do a lot of calculations there, so I can say, let me start again with the shift amount there. I also want to see the mean. Okay, the lowest amount which was raised for each age. Okay, then I can say run. Okay, so I'm looking at the minimum. Okay, this is the average and this is the minimum. Okay, each grade. Okay, right, so let's go to design view again. Maybe I want to look at the still talking about the shift amount. I want to look at the max, right? Then I run the query, so you can actually see that this is the max per each grade, per each age group. This way they received the learner with the highest amount received 35 at the age of 14. and the learner with the highest amount received $30 at the age of 15. So this is how you can apply your group by function. Let's go back, maybe let's do it in terms of grade. Let's go back to grade and let's run the query again. Okay, so in grade 10, a learner will get the lowest amount of money is at $20 and the max is at 35. Grade 11, the lowest is with $30 and the one with the highest amount of money there is $40. Grade 12, the lowest is 35 and the one with the highest amount of money is at $40. So this is how you can work with your group by function. So you have got a lot of formulas there. If you go back to your group by function, a lot of formulas that you can look at. We have the standard deviation, the variance. Let's say maybe we want to work out the variance. Okay, can run our data there. So for each grade, I need to widen my column here. Grade 10, this is the variance, and this is the variance for grade 11, and this is the variance for grade 12. Okay, and let's go to design view. Maybe let's change variance to standard deviation. Let's run the query, and this is what we are going to see. So this is how you are going to apply your group by function. So remember, this group by function, it is a tool in summary queries that combines rows with the same values into single unique summary groups. It is used alongside calculation choices like your standard deviation, your variance, your minimum, your max. All these functions like the average, you can apply them using group by functions when you design your query, and then you can save your query with an appropriate name. Okay, so you can say QRY AVG average learners. Okay, AVG for average learners. Okay, and then save it. Okay, so it's added here. Okay, it's added here. Here's our query. Okay, see you in the next session.